screens glow. Links in bio. Hit that play. Let the stream roll. This is the Roundtable podcast. Turn it up. Let the time slip past. Voices spin like a midnight cast. We go deep. We don't move fast. This is the Roundtable podcast. Hit repeat. Make the moment last. Every thought like a signal blast. Lock it in. Feel the forecast. Links in bio. Hit that play. Let the stream roll. This is the Roundtable podcast. Turn it up. Let the time slip past. Voices spin like a midnight cast. We go deep. We don't move fast. This is the Roundtable podcast. Hit repeat. Make the moment last. Every thought like a signal blast. Lock it in. Feel the forecast.
Hello, everybody. I hope that you're well and rested and ready for the Respawn Roundtable podcast with, of course, my host, my co-host, my confidant, my brother in arms, Mr. Jester Raccoon. Now, Jester, I want you to be very careful, please. There's a little mess, and possibly blood around your feet. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe the cleaning lady was off today. But yes. Those of you that may not know where we are, Mr. Raccoon, would you kindly let people know? Oh, they can't hear you, of course. One moment. That was my fault. Raccoon, please say something.
Can I be heard now?
Yes.
Or am I still in timeout?
No, sorry guys, that was my bad. I accidentally unmuted or muted him. So yes. Would you like to tell our lovely viewers where we are right now?
If I'm not mistaken, this is Shang Tsung's laboratory, is it not? Or is this the flush pits?
It is indeed the laboratory.
Yes.
And,
Good old Mortal Kombat.
And yes, our topic today is, in fact, Mortal Kombat.
Such a good game, honestly.
I agree. I have to ask, what was your first Mortal Kombat?
Oh, my first Mortal Kombat.
Where did you come into this franchise?
Oh man, I came in to the franchise back on the PS1.
Ooh.
My aunt was like, "Here, try this game." I mean, everything was pixelated and everything.
Of course, yes.
But oh my god, I fell in love with it
Instantly. I want to say Mortal Kombat 2? Mortal Kombat 2 was on the PS1?
I believe so. Like I said, it's been, oh Jesus, at least 20 years.
Yeah, well, all right. Was it 1 or 2 that you remember playing? If you remember, of course.
What's that?
Was it 1 or 2 that you if you remember
I can't
playing?
remember if it was 1 or 2. I just remember it had the centaur guy in it.
Oh, that's Montaro. So that would be, I want to say 2.
Yeah, I can't remember for sure which one it was exactly, but I just remember trying out Nintaro or whatever the hell his name is.
Well, the if you
played
Motaro,
him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Montaro. There was also Kintaro, which was a basic reskin of Goro. Yeah.
Oh,
it was like a tiger. Yeah. If you got to play him, I think that was in 3 Ultimate. So
yeah. No, I don't remember, but I just remember my aunt giving me that, and I played that for hours.
I bet. I got into the franchise by I was introduced by my actual best friend in real life. Shout out to my boy. When we were playing Mortal Kombat 2, I'd go over to his house every so often. Most of the time he would be coming over to my house, but he ended up having a NES. And we were playing Mortal Kombat 2 with the MIDI like the MIDI soundtrack, right? And every time we loaded up Mortal Kombat, I said, dude, we have to listen to that to the theme song, right? Because man, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But yes,
I gotta
Mortal
ask
Kombat
you
2.
though,
Yes.
because you and I, we've played Mortal Kombat a good plenty of times.
Oh yes.
Who is your top 3 go-to characters? And they don't have to be in every single game, but
Right.
who are your 3, not guest characters, but just
Just
your
me.
3 main characters? Yeah.
Okay. The ones I will always gravitate to would be the ninjas. Okay. So I would always pick either Scorpion or Sub-Zero first, and then pick the second one, whoever I'm not playing at that time or learning how to play. After that. So if I pick Scorpion first, I'll learn how to play him first, and then I'll pick Sub-Zero. And then after that, it'd be Reptile. Until he became like Saurian, basically.
Where he was a lizard instead of human.
Right, which I didn't mind, but also I understand in the lore that the longer he's away from his home realm, quote unquote, the more reptilian he got. So that was part of the canon lore why he was reptile now, or reptilian. But after that, like, his moveset changed in, I want to say, Mortal Kombat, either Deadly Alliance or Armageddon. I'm not sure. Those two always blend together for me. So after that, I end up picking, after Reptile, I'd probably pick Liu Kang, because he was the easiest to kind of learn. So yeah.
Yeah, you
But
and I
yeah.
are pretty similar, because my 3 were always Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Noob Saibot.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Those were always my 3.
Yes. Oh fuck. I'm trying to remember Noob Saibot's actual name. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. No, Kuai Liang. Kuai Liang was the original Sub-Zero.
No, well, not technically. Bihan.
Bihan, yes. Bihan was the
Because
original.
Bihan was Sub-Zero, because he's the one that killed, or he was the one that got murdered by Scorpion,
Yes.
who then became Noob.
Right. Well,
And
he
then
ended up getting
Kuai
thrown
Liang
into the
became
soul.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, he ended up getting thrown into the soul tornado.
Oh, you and I remember that very definitely, because the lore goes Quan Chi disguises himself as Sub-Zero to convince the I can't remember the clan name now.
Lin Kuei.
Lin Kuei to attack the Shirai Ryu.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then Scorpion, seen that, gets into the tournament.
Yep.
Kills
Sub-Zero.
Bihan.
Yep.
Yeah, he kills Bihan, and then Quan Chi creates Noob Saibot, and then Kuai Liang becomes the next Sub-Zero to avenge his brother.
Yeah. Well, Quan Chi and Shang Tsung end up teaming together in Deadly Alliance, and I think that's where you get most of the lore from Noob Saibot, I believe. I it's been fucking years, but yeah, you're correct in that. That he basically Quan Chi basically manipulates both Sub-Zero and Scorpion to kill each other. And
Have you played?
Go ahead.
Have you played Mortal Kombat 1?
No. I've not, but I want to. I will eventually. I probably
So-
will watch a shit ton of videos on it. But yeah.
Okay, because I want to know I want to
Mhm.
know your opinion on. Did you were invested with the lore behind Hanzo Hasashi, which was Scorpion,
Yeah.
and Kuai Liang as Sub Zero. You know,
Yep.
there's always that dynamic between. They were almost like battle brothers.
Right. Right.
I in Mortal Kombat 1,
hmm
Hanzo Hasashi's not Scorpion.
Yeah, because they basically did a retcon.
Kuai Liang is. Yeah, because Liu Kang became the new god of time. So
Yeah,
he
god
like
god of time
rewrites-
and fire and lightning and
Yeah.
shit.
So they got rid of Hanzo Hasashi and made Kuai Liang Scorpion,
Yeah.
and Bihan stayed Sub Zero until the DLC came out. But um, but Hanzo does get mentioned in one of their tower endings,
Yeah.
which I was like, dude, that's such. I was so mad. I was
No,
so
I
mad.
can understand that. Like, cause that's
Because Hanzo is the dude.
yeah. You're basically fucking with a what? How many games now? Lore?
Oh Jesus! Because Mortal Kombat 11 was before 1, and then
Yeah.
that's when they were like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna start.
So
Yeah,
and we're not
11
even
games.
we're not even talking about like its numbers, right? Plus
Right.
the ones that they didn't number, right? So like there's several games of lore that you're now fucking with. And I can understand that you're pissed off that and I would be too if I just came upon that knowledge, because again you're fucking with a great source material just to what?
Yeah, because to me it felt like a disgrace. Like I remember playing Mortal Kombat 1 for the first time, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, dude, Scorpion looks so good. You know, he's young. You know, we're
Mhm.
gonna get to learn so much. And then I heard him call him Kuai Liang, and I'm like, hold up, that's Sub Zero's name. What the? And then I
Yep.
seen Sub Zero was Bihan, and I was like, so Liu Kang, if I remember correctly, in the other games, him and Scorpion even had a pretty good relationship when they were fighting to get the hourglass in 11.
Yeah. That's
and
basically where I stopped.
and him, yeah, and him and Sub Zero were like battle brothers. They fought the army together
Mhm.
using their clans. So I was like, why would you just wipe out Hanzo Hasashi from the timeline? Just yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well,
like it made me so mad.
and Pony's favorite person was to
Is Sindel.
start was Sindel. Very nice pick, by the way.
Oh yes,
I remember in 11 where Scorpion came up to Sub-Zero as they're both grandmasters at this point, and
right.
Sub-Zero's basically said, "Will you join me for tea? Out of respect." And he's laid it all
Right.
out there, and they buried the hatchet over everything. And that was, to me, that was such a beautiful resolution to the blood war that the entire both clans have been going on
Right.
for so long. It was such a beautiful resolution, right? And Sub-Zero, again, it's been a little bit since I played 11. Sub-Zero showed Scorpion proof that it was Quan Chi that manipulated both of them. And
Well, Raiden tells
yes,
Scorpion
right,
that
in the visions. the
Mortal
visions.
Kombat 9.
Yeah.
That was back in Mortal Kombat 9. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
he gets kind of because he gives Scorpion the choice to follow his own path
Yeah.
or to keep being a mindless warrior for Quan Chi. And that's when Scorpion goes, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Screw you guys.
Yeah. And
My favorite part though
Good.
for 11
Mm-hmm.
for Scorpion and Sub-Zero for me that showed like their good brotherly like kind of bond was they pull up in them boats, right? And like there's this whole army of demons
Yes.
They're obviously outnumbered. And Sub-Zero slides down that ramp and freezes them, and like he's like hand fighting them, and Scorpion's just launching these big fire tornadoes out in like the groups, like they're like taking on a massive horde that statistically you just can't win. But they didn't care. They were fighting together for a greater purpose, and it
Yeah.
really showed a nice like blood history aside. They were able to put their differences aside and become battle brothers to a state of a new future.
Yeah.
So when I seen what they did with that. I mean, it just made me so mad because it just felt like you created that beautiful scenery of a rivalry being put out to just wipe him out completely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
And again, it that pains me to hear that they just did away with that in one. Basically, they literally just screen wiped across and be like, okay, another thing now, like that.
And I had so many people jump down my throat being like, well, Hanzo Hasashi was in there. If you were paying attention, in one of the tower endings, it shows that he's a student for the Shirai Ryu. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he gets a 2-second screen
Yeah.
when this Hanzo Hasashi is one of the greatest ninjas and grandmasters for the Shirai Ryu, and he just gets 2 seconds now. That's what he's deduced down to after everything he fought for.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it just made me so mad. Like, and people will defend that. They're like, oh, well, it gives Bihan and Kuai Liang that brotherly bond like Scorpion and Sub-Zero had, but now they're actually brothers. And I'm like, that's so stupid. It
Yeah.
defeats the purpose.
I'll see it like kind of what they did or what they try to do with the X-Men franchise, right, which is another one of my favorites.
Same.
How they try to retcon everything to do with Phoenix, right?
Right.
And you have such a wealth and respected source material. Why fuck with it?
I know. It's just I don't understand.
But yeah, that just no. But anyway, let's let's move on from our takes on crazy explanations and shit. So you've obviously played up until what's this one now?
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, 1, and is there a new game coming out?
Well, that's the thing is, NetherRealm has teased that they got another game coming out, but people aren't sure if it's another Mortal Kombat or if it's going to be Injustice 3.
Gotcha.
There's always that speculation because they've been coming out at certain orders,
Right.
but they're not sure if they're going to swap it up.
What would you prefer? Another Injustice or another Mortal Kombat? Which is kind of fucked up that I'm saying this on the Mortal Kombat podcast, but I understand the irony.
But I love both games because growing up, fighting games was my thing.
Right. Same.
Until later. I mean, they still are my thing. I own so many fighting games, but I would rather have a Mortal Kombat mainly because my problem with Injustice is I feel like they try putting too much in too little, and so when you play Injustice, I mean, you know this. They make one of your buttons activate a power for each character.
Yep, I remember that.
I hated that because if you got so used to playing Mortal Kombat and you were like trying to do a cool combo and you accidentally push that button, everything you just did is just
Yep. Everything
And
you
it
basically
was just
just
too
did is
confusing
null
for
and
me.
void.
Yeah, it's like you could literally use a combo to activate the power, like they do in Mortal Kombat, like for
Yep.
Scorpion's burning spear,
Yep.
rope spear. I
Mhm.
mean, or rope dart, my bad. Um, but so, but what I did like about Injustice 2 was the customization option.
Yes.
You didn't change skins, you changed gear to
Mhm.
you could build your hero or villain to look a specific way, and I like that. And Mortal Kombat 11 did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
They kind of did
Yeah.
that. They made it where you could change like 2 or 3 gear pieces, and then you could change the skin. But I gotta give Injustice that, because the first one it was just skins,
Mhm.
but they gave you a lot of skins though to change
Yeah,
from
for
in
sure.
Injustice, just the first one. But the second one with the gear aspect, it was such a great fighting game evolutionary step.
Yeah.
And then Levin did that, which I loved that. I went, and then Mortal Kombat 1 does the same thing too, which I like that. It definitely, I would definitely rather have Mortal Kombat because the fighting in it is more easier for me to keep up with
Mhm.
without trying to learn too much at one time. And Injustice just doesn't give me that brutal satisfaction like a fighting game like Mortal Kombat does.
Right. So I'll say this, okay?
I play it for the gore.
Well, yeah, like I can understand that. It scratches that visceral itch that you have.
Yes.
Um, I think that I love Injustice as well. It will have a special spot in my roster of fighting games, but with any property that is not Mortal Kombat, they they end up using they end up treating the other property with kid gloves, right? You can't
Right.
you can't go and decapitate Batman, let's say, right?
No.
You can't, rip out Superman's spleen or break his back. You know what I mean? Um, like, but you can in Mortal Kombat. So when Injustice 1 came out, and I'm sure we'll get into that when we might have our Injustice podcast coming up, possibly.
With a special guest.
With a special guest indeed. But with that being said, I also played Mortal Kombat for the gore, for the visceralness of, like, when I punch something, I want to see it take the hit, to feel that
Right.
that impact, to do the X-rays, to pull off
And
a
see that,
finisher, you know?
and that's what I liked about Mortal Kombat as well. Is like when you did your super moves, as what they call them now in like Mortal Kombat 1, or your fatal
Yeah,
blows or whatever.
yeah.
When you fought, I liked seeing the skeleton and the damage that it
Mm,
internally does. Like taking
yep.
a punch from a superhuman is obviously going to break something and cause
Internal
damage, and I
bleeding.
like seeing that because, like in Injustice, Batman hits people with the Batmobile.
Yep.
You're not gonna hit somebody with the Batmobile and just be like, and just go, "Oh yeah,
Dust it off,
they're totally fine." They're just gonna get up and go, "Yeah, I'm good."
Hey, Dark Boy. We have ad break in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
And
And
the other
yeah, I
thing,
agree.
like you
Go
said,
ahead.
when they like get hits,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the characters in Mortal Kombat start getting bruising
Yep.
and like cuts and stuff after like they've been beaten on for so long. You don't get that in Injustice, and that's where Injustice ends up being lower for me, is because What do you mean Bane's gonna like grab somebody by their ankle and smash them on the floor and they're just gonna get him and be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even dusty. But like
Yeah.
in Mortal Kombat, you do that and like somebody's getting a black eye or.
Yeah, and I
So,
do
I mean,
also
that's
I do also like the progression of like when you do damage to a person's character in Mortal Kombat, you do see that damage being brought over to the next round, right? You see blood splatter on the ground, right? You see like the interactions with the background change. You see multiple layers of the fight. I know for a couple of Mortal Kombats, when you grabbed a tree branch to hit somebody in the head with it, the tree branch broke and it was no longer there.
oh, that's X. Yep.
Right?
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat X. Yep.
So like I love that the game has object permanence, as it were. That if you move something if you use a shield in Mortal Kombat 11 and throw it at somebody, that shield is no longer there.
Right. The environment was interactive.
Yeah.
And Injustice 2 did have that to an extent. Like in the Batcave, there was a stack of tires you could throw. And depending on the character, it would do different like animations for it.
Right.
The next thing that bothered me was I don't know if you've seen the Injustice comics.
I have not, but we also have ads in 10 seconds, by the way.
Oh, so you want me to wait until after the
If
ads?
you don't mind, if you want to hold your point.
Oh yeah, I can hold my
then.
point until.
Okay. Yes, so the ads will be starting here pretty soon. At least on OBS, I think it's already started. So, yes, I will say, Raccoon, of course, please, and Pony, thank you both. I will say this during the podcast, but thank you both for the watch streaks. Appreciate you.
Of course, gotta watch a great content creator.
Where?
You dingus.
Excuse you, sir. I come from a long line of dinguses. Thank you.
So do I. Don't feel bad.
But I appreciate you both. And
We appreciate you, buddy.
I'm drinking cherry tea, which is interesting flavor.
Oh, I can't stand cherry.
It's fine. Okay, ads will end in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Well, you got some long ads.
Yeah, well, from what I understand in OBS, it will tell me when the ads will start, and it'll count down in 3 minutes, and then it'll say as soon as it hits 1, it will I'm not sure if it'll start the ads or if it will just wait there for a bit and then the ad starts, right? Because then my little thing says ad break in progress and it gives me a timer. So yeah, I think it's all I think it's actually 90 seconds of ads that plays. So it's the lowest I can go.
The only weird part about doing the ad break stuff is when I watch this on YouTube, there's not those ad breaks. So it's like...
Yeah, I know.
So I gotta sit there and I go, hold on a minute.
No, I get it. I get it. And, you know, maybe one day I will cut these down to fit on YouTube. Like, I'll cut the whole breakout. So,
I mean, we could always go live on YouTube as well.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because we did put in for that thing, so that way we could start doing that.
I have to follow up with that. I've been sorely lacking in that department.
Dude, when I first started YouTube, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm. Yeah.
So when I decided to try going live and I told a bunch of people I went, oh shoot, I
Yeah.
didn't realize there was a process.
Yeah. No, I got again. Remind me after the podcast. Unless you want to also take care of that to double check to see if we can go live.
Well, when you tried to when you put in for it, because
Mm-hmm.
I remember you telling me you did, and it said that we could after 24 hours.
Yeah. So it should be, but again, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, because that was
yeah.
heck, that was probably almost a month ago at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, double check that for me because I have no idea where the hell to find it in YouTube. So you're more apt at the YouTube side of things. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what I can figure.
Yeah, no
out.
worries, no worries.
I
But
do
yes,
when ads are done though.
Yeah.
I do have another though. For
yeah, their
game.
ads are back, or we're back from ads, by the
Oh,
way. Yes.
Okay, so what I was originally saying was the thing that bothered me about Injustice, okay,
Mm-hmm.
is the comics are violent and gory.
Really interesting.
Like in the game, like you remember when Superman puts his fist through the Joker, and all
Yeah.
we see is the
Oh, yeah.
shadow in the game.
Yep.
In the comic, you straight up see it.
That's interesting.
Like you see his fist. Yeah, and that bugged me because I was like, Injustice was a very gory comic, so I don't know why in the game.
Yeah, why would you play?
They
why would
toned
you
it
use?
down.
Yeah. What? Well, no, I was gonna say because it was probably because of the DC property, but even like the Injustice comic is a DC property, so
Exactly.
I don't get it.
The one thing that is on my wish list that I pray to the gods, NetherRealm remasters, especially now with all these new mechanics they have for each of the games,
Mm-hmm.
is I hope they remaster DC versus Mortal Kombat. I loved that game so much that I hope they remaster it.
I'm trying to remember if I played that one or not. I don't think I did.
God. I played that one so freaking religiously when it came out.
That'd be interesting.
One side was DC characters, the other
Yeah.
side was like, or not Marvel, Mortal Kombat, and there was
Right.
so many good like interactions.
Mm-hmm.
And the final boss was Darkseid mixed with Shao Kahn, I believe.
Interesting.
So yeah, oh man, it was so good. I hope they remaster that because I loved that game so much.
I'll have to look that up. After a podcast, but yeah. Yeah, okay, well, you kind of brought this up earlier. What was your favorite guest star? Or guest character, I should say.
Like if I could only pick one?
Yeah. Well, no, not one. Let's narrow, since there's several guest characters I also like. Let's go top 3.
Top 3. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I gotta think on this because
hold on. Now we're talking about the entire franchise. Okay. Not just one game. Guest characters from all the franchise.
Okay, so I'd have to go with for Mortal Kombat 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to go with Kratos.
That's my boy.
I thought that was the best. Decision at the time.
No.
Because oh my god, dude, Kratos is nothing but blood and guts, dude.
Right at the top of the fucking God of War hype as well. Perfect timing.
And then I would have to go with Mortal Kombat X. We had the Predator.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm.
And
damn, you're saying all my picks
that was another
too.
good. God, But then again, though, the Xenomorph or Alien, my bad,
Mm-hmm.
was another really good one on X as well. But then I gotta say, Mortal Kombat, 11,
Mm-hmm.
Spawn.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude,
Yep.
that was just.
Okay.
Now,
For
don't get me
me,
wrong.
go ahead.
Mortal Kombat 1 has some really good ones, but those are easily my top 3.
For me, you and I are very similar in this regard. I had to. My first one would be Kratos because I'm a huge fan of God of War. Huge fan, right? He fits in very well with the blood and guts and gore of Mortal Kombat. That's his wheelhouse, right? That's where he thrives. Okay. Second, I would say Predator was also a very good pick. I did also like Jason. Jason, I felt also fit the theme, dark, gritty, full, like able to hang with that level of gore, basically. Spawn was also my second pick. And I'm a huge fan of Keith David and Michael Jai White. So I believe Keith David voiced Spawn in Mortal Kombat. I could be wrong with that.
Yeah, because he also spawned in the animated
Yes.
series, and he
Now,
played Childs in 1982, The Thing.
of course he did.
And I did not know that at first. I did not know that was the same person
Oh, dude.
at first. But as soon as I found that out, I went, that makes so much sense.
I have such a love of Keith David from my childhood, right? Because of Gargoyles. He played Goliath. He did the voice of Goliath.
Oh yeah, that was a good cartoon too, dude.
And I
God damn.
I know we're going off on a little tangent, but bear with me. One of the hidden collectibles on the DVD of the Gargoyle DVDs I have was he was at a panel for the Gathering of the Gargoyles, and he was talking about his first day at the studio, right? And he was talking about doing that scene in episode 2 of the Awakening when he's screaming that spoilers, that Demona is dead, right? And he did that scream in the theater in front of the entire cast, or not the cast, but like the crowd, right? And he was
That's
like,
crazy.
He said, yeah, they wanted to add reverb and on all this to my voice, but I was like, you don't have to. Like, he will forever be my boy. But anyway, just like how TC Carson will always be my boy for Kratos, like the early Kratos, and how Christopher Judge will be the voice actor for old Kratos. Well,
dude, if you haven't yet, you need to do a playthrough of the most recent God of War on your channel.
Which one? Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Oh, I platinumed that.
You did it no, I'm saying like you did a playthrough on stream?
No, not on stream. I platinumed that motherfucker. But yeah, I could definitely
you should do a playthrough on stream.
Oh, I could definitely do that. I could definitely do that. Yeah, I would not mind. But yeah, I end up beating God of War Ragnarok on the hardest difficulty. And then I found out I didn't need to do it on the hardest difficulty to platinum it, so I was pissed off. So I'm like, whatever, fuck it. I did it, and I found out I didn't need to do it on the hardest difficulty right as soon as I beat the end 2 optional bosses for the platinum. And I was
I
like,
got you, yeah.
I was like, fuck, I really didn't do that. I could have beat it on normal for the plat. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do the claim. That's gonna be my claim to fame. I beat God of War Ragnarok on the hardest difficulty and beat the optional bosses, which were bitches.
I can believe it.
Dude, it took me 2 weeks to beat both of them. Just those 2.
But yeah, back to the guest
Yes.
characters.
Sorry.
The other one that I would have to say had my would be Ghostface in Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay.
That
go ahead.
character had my heart. That and Omni-Man.
Omni-Man, yeah. I like I said, I've not played number 1 yet. But I've seen I've seen a few things about Ghostface and Omni-Man in there, so and Homelander, I believe, as well.
Horror fan, if you're a big horror fan like I am, all the Easter eggs that they do in Ghostface fighting style and everything, oh, it's so freaking good, dude.
Nice. Okay, here is a kind of hard question to follow up with. Where would you like to see the franchise go?
I mean, I'm gonna say this as a fan that doesn't like to see things get dragged out too bad.
Right.
I would like to see the franchise end in a kind of heroic way, kind of like what 11 was doing, where they were all fighting that one big bad that was going to like wipe out the timeline.
Right.
But I think that, like, to me, they could have ended it there, where like they saved the timeline, and it was it was a good ending. You know, a lot of characters got redemptions, a lot of characters had like their moments. I think that could have been a really good stopping point, because I was not happy with
when they just
Mortal
hit
Kombat
the
1.
reset, basically.
I didn't like that. I did not like it. Now, we got to play as characters again, like Havoc, which I loved playing as Havoc, so seeing them bring him back was great. But the base story, I did not like. I did not like it at all. Now, when they added the DLC, though, Chaos Reigns, I believe is what it was called, with Titan Havoc being the big bad and everything, that was freaking amazing. I loved it. But you shouldn't have to have a DLC to make your story good.
Agreed. You shouldn't need a DLC to retcon or fix a story that you've been working on in the main one.
See, to me now, that's where I think they do better with Injustice, is the story. It's always about the regime and Batman's crew constantly just fighting, and then there's like a common goal that they come to an understanding to fight. You can keep playing off of that forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mortal Kombat, though, they keep trying to follow a story where it's like, well, yeah, so this is combat. There's a big bad. We got to fight in this tournament, and then we got to beat the big bad. And it just keeps... I love Mortal Kombat more than anything. Like, but I would like to see the franchise retire at some point, because it just feels like it's kind of rushed. Like, Mortal Kombat 1 felt rushed to me. Like, it felt like they put more thinking into the DLC than they did into the main story. That
Right.
genuinely upsets me.
I think, in my opinion, and take it with a grain of salt, for the next game, the next big Mortal Kombat that comes out, they should hire, obviously, fans to write as well, as actual writers, right? And come up with a
Right.
solid fucking storyline, top to bottom, right? And because that's how, just like with Mortal Kombat 1, just like how you are with Mortal Kombat 1, it really hurt what you saw, right?
Right.
And when they just said, okay, let's just have Liu Kang become a god and reset the timeline. But where do we go from here, right? So I would like it to kind of go back to basics, right? Hire a team of writers that knows your lore inside and out.
Right.
Have a writing team, top writers, work on a storyline that's cohesive with every part of the lore up to date. And then be like, okay, let's build a game around this, right? A solid story, thought-provoking, not let's just flick the switch on the wall here and hit reset, right? And just let's have an actual storyline that brings out those emotions, right? Like again,
Right.
with number 11, right? As well as Armageddon, when they went up and fought the big bad in Armageddon, right? Which was the flame dude, I don't remember his name, but each character had their own reasoning to be there. Each character in 11 had their stories and their goals and their own thoughts about what they need to do. It just happened to coincide with someone else, and it happened to be together, right? Have that built from the base up with a great storyline, pulling for example, sorry, I just hit my mic. Let's, for example, talk about the movies, right? When you saw Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat, right? As campy as it was
Are we talking like the original?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
Scorpion had this rope dart come out of his hand?
Yes. Right?
Yeah, I got you.
The first ever Mortal Kombat movie, you had fatalities, you had Goro, you had Shang Tsung, played by I'm going to butcher his name, Gary Kiragawa, I believe is how you spell or say his name, but you all know who I'm talking about. I cannot say his name properly. I apologize deeply to him and his family, but I have so much respect for that man. But you have a well-rounded story, as again, campy as fuck, but it was in the 80s or 90s, right? When campy was great. And then you go into Armageddon, or sorry, no, Armageddon, Annihilation, right? Again, spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, I'm going to say a spoiler. So I'm spoiling something right now. Turn off your TV set. In the beginning of Annihilation, right? Shao Kahn comes, right? Which was teased in the first and at the ending of the first movie. And then you have Shao Kahn actually there. And almost the first thing he does after his fight with Raiden is he killed Johnny Cage.
Right.
Instantly, you see, oh shit, right? A character that we all know is dead. Stakes are high, right? That was great. You have that emotion behind it. Bring that emotion to the storyline of Mortal Kombat, where kind of what they did with Liu Kang in the games, where he died in Deadly Alliance. He had his neck broken, and then he got resurrected. So now he's a
Right.
zombie, right? And then
Yep.
when again, correct me if I'm wrong, in another one of the games, he finally gets his soul back and gets kind of resurrected by Raiden. I could be wrong in that, but he eventually comes back.
Not completely sure.
Right. But at the end of the day, he comes back, right?
Right.
When I first saw the opening cutscene of Deadly Alliance, you see Liu Kang fighting Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, and him losing. You can't do shit about it. He's dead. His neck
Right.
is broken. Right? And I was like, holy fuck. I was a kid
man,
and I
Jose.
said fuck. Hey Jose, what's up, man? I was a kid and I said fuck. I was like, holy fuck. Right? I was like, okay. Shit went down. Where, like, you killed Liu Kang. He was the poster boy for Mortal Kombat, basically. The good guy. Where are you going with this? Right? Bring that fucking
Right.
emotion back to the storyline.
I've got a couple points I'm gonna make here
Please.
before I have to be done with the podcast. But if I could fix how I would have done Mortal Kombat 1
Mm-hmm.
for the story,
Mm-hmm.
I would have, because they made Kuai Liang young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's not Grandmaster no more.
Right.
For the Lin Kuei, he's Kuai Liang. He's
Mhm.
upcoming. I would have made Hanzo and Kuai Liang just young versions of themselves. So young Scorpion, young
Mhm.
Sub-Zero. But I would have kept Bihan as the main Sub-Zero and Kuai Liang as a upcoming Sub-Zero. Like he's being mentored.
Yeah, he's being trained.
And because of Liu Kang making the timelines where like there was no conflict between the Shi'ar Ryu and whatnot, I would have made it to where Bihan still had like that hatred for the Shi'ar Ryu because they weren't of like the same culture.
Yeah.
But I would have developed a story where Bihan still wanted to chase power to make the Lin Kuei the strongest,
Mm-hmm.
and Hanzo and Kuai Liang worked together to take down Bihan and this new foe that he's trying to work with to get power. Like that's what I would have done differently for that. Instead of just wiping Hanzo pretty much out of the story, I would have changed that. And I would have rathered in a if I were to have them make a new game and they were going to do this route again, where they were going to be like, oh yeah, this person's getting their origin changed. I would rather them just get rid of the character completely and make a completely brand new character at that point. Give us something new.
I think they eventually, like, I think they did that with God, I don't remember the game. I think they did that in 11, right? Or no, Armageddon, where you played a random character that was just introduced.
But I mean, I would have rather that than them make Kuai Liang Scorpion
Yeah, yeah,
and
I
wipe
agree.
out Hanzo.
Yeah,
Like, and if that's the route they're gonna start going with these games, I'm not gonna play Mortal Kombat.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's
Because
going to turn you off from the
it's
franchise.
it's frustrating.
Mhm.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
But I mean, Injustice for their next game, if there ever is a next game, they definitely have competition, especially
Mm.
because of the DLC
Yeah.
being added to one. They added some good stuff, some good stories, some good characters. I mean, they got competition for sure.
Well, I'm of the opinion of competition will always breed better games, and we come out on top at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So I want that competition. I want,
I do
the
too.
whole, because if there's only a monopoly, that's all you have, right? Got ads in 40 seconds, guys.
But I
you
mean,
said
that's
good.
yeah. I mean, that's the last points though that I've got before. You know, that's all I can really bring to this at this
Right.
point because
I kind of introduced the topic of the movies. You are aware of that they're making another Mortal Kombat,
yeah,
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat
2.
2, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
Loved the first one.
Same.
I thought
Same.
that was perfect.
Uh,
Every
we have 10
actor
seconds.
was
Go ahead.
portrayed their character perfectly. Loved it. I'm excited for the second one.
I want to know where they're going to go with it. I
Well,
will
Carl
say,
Urban's Johnny Cage.
yeah,
So
that's going to be interesting.
that's
going
gonna
to be
be good.
interesting. I do love Carl Urban.
You do.
Yes, I'm going to obviously watch Mortal Kombat 2, but I want to know where they're going with it.
Well, Shao Kahn's introduced.
Yes, I wasn't crazy upon, or I wasn't crazy on some of the actors in the first Mortal Kombat, like the movie. I understand where they're going with it, and I agree with that, right? Because Mortal Kombat is a kind of Asian influenced game. All right, we have
Well, yeah, I mean,
ads
that's where
now.
it takes place.
Yeah, but Jose wanted to say welcome in, of course. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds of ads. But yeah, for the people that are watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Hopefully, these breaks are not too bothersome.
And I did want to say for the people on
Mhm.
YouTube, we appreciate you being here.
Yes.
If you have any suggestions for what you would like to see for a future podcast that we do, please leave a comment and a suggestion. We would like to see your point of view on what you'd like to see, and we could possibly get an episode put out for it.
Yes. Raccoon and I both actually watch the comments fairly closely, so we will be seeing it and also responding. But yeah, again, I wasn't crazy about the some of the actors that were portrayed in the Mortal Kombat movie. Welcome back from ads, Twitch. Hi, buddy mom. Welcome in. Good, thank you.
But to me, though, I feel
Good.
like they portrayed them
Mhm.
correctly by their ethnicities. I think they did it
Yes.
correctly. I think
Yes.
that's why it looked so weird. Is because like they were being accurate,
Yeah, I agree that. But
and I thought it was perfect.
I thought the actor, and again I don't know his name, the actor that played Liu Kang could have been a little bit better.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. I mean,
like
if I had to,
he had the look, not necessarily the acting chops, but he did well with what he could do, right? And of course, I'm pretty much a nobody, so that's just my opinion. But overall, I loved the look, I loved the feel. We were talking about that the visceral. I could say it. I could say
visceral.
it. Thank you. Visceral. Um, visceral nature of Mortal Kombat, which it had in spades. You saw Jax's arms being ripped off,
Oh
even
yeah.
it wasn't canon.
Well, not how it happened. It wasn't
Yeah,
canon.
right.
His arms got froze off by Sub-Zero in this movie, but
Yeah,
realistically, Goro,
exactly. But even with those changes, even with the subtle changes that they did, I thought it was a really good movie. I actually own
Oh,
a
yeah.
copy.
I do
And
too.
I think that I'm trying to wait till Mortal Kombat 2 comes out so I could see it kind of blindly. So anything, if I'm on YouTube or anything like that,
Yep.
I will scroll right past something that
Same.
says Mortal Kombat, whatever's in the fucking title.
The only thing I had to complain about in the
Mhm.
first Mortal Kombat movie
Mhm.
was that character Cole.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan of him. I really did not see
Yeah.
any
I wasn't
purpose
either.
for him realistically. Like it just, I don't know. That was the only thing I had a complaint about. I mean, like, yeah, his action scenes were cool and everything, but I just didn't. I didn't like what they were trying to do with him.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about the whole Cole character. I do like the idea of him being an ancestor of Hanzo Hasashi.
Yeah, being a descendant.
Yeah, or having that's what I meant. I
Yeah, I
do
like
like
that
that
concept
fact,
too.
but
But
the way that like I wasn't I wasn't impressed with Cole as a character. Um, some of the effects on his armor was okay. Um, now we're going into like movie territory, but um, he I thought had certain motivations that were okay, but then he turns around and he's like, oh, I gotta do my job, I gotta go fight in this tournament, right? And then he goes, oh no, I gotta go, save my family. I I'm a useless warrior, blah blah blah. I
pick
got
a
the mark,
freaking
but I
path
can't
here,
do
brother.
anything, right? And so then I'm so pathetic, and then he goes back to fight, for his family and protect them. And then, oh, I got this cool moves and shit now.
I was like,
Right?
what
Like,
the hell am I watching?
fuck's sake, I'm gonna defeat him with the power of love for my family, right? Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
okay, like,
And now I'm lost.
yeah, but I love Kano. I love I love the actor who played Kano. He did such a great job.
Oh my god, I agree. He was so freaking perfect and funny.
Even though he doesn't get his full on like metal faceplate, I thought that character absolutely was great.
It was a nice updated version though
Yeah,
of
no, I
like
agree. I
what
agree.
kind of technology, we kind of do see a lot more of.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
felt more realistically for our time.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah. And yeah, like I thought that was funny. Not a problem, Jester.
But yeah, overall though, Mortal Kombat is a great category. It'll always have a place in my heart,
So
even though they do things that make me so angry.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's wrap up. Raccoon, why don't you plug yourself? Oh my.
So plug myself. All right. I am just a raccoon. You can find me on Twitch. I stream a lot of Rivals, and I have started to move into more Monster Hunter territory. My two favorite games right now.
Say that again because you
Um,
kind of broke up.
Oh, sorry. What part did I break up on?
You were saying something. You said your rivals, but then you kind of broke up a little.
Oh, I stream Rivals and a lot of different Monster Hunter games. Because that's the two kind of favorite categories I like to play right now. And I'm trying to alternate them.
Yes. And how are you liking Monster Hunter? Briefly.
Oh, love Monster Hunter. I've been a fan since the PSP came out.
Oh, nice.
I've played Monster Hunter my whole life.
Very nice. And for myself, you can find me at KhalArthur, KHAL Arthur, on Twitch, also on YouTube. And of course, this podcast is the Respawn Roundtable, and you can find us there on YouTube. So if you guys would like to comment, like and subscribe on the YouTubes and or Twitch, we will greatly appreciate you.
We'd love to see you.
Yes. So I believe that will do it for our podcast today. From me and my lovely co-host and our chat on Twitch, would love to say thank you very much. Hopefully you guys come and see us soon. And mental health is a major issue. Please take care of yourselves. Raccoon?
I always say over on my channel when I go to end a stream, I always like to say, love one another, be kind, and laugh always. You know, life can be too short, and definitely make the most of it. And always remember to smile because you may be a torch in somebody else's dark.
Lovely sentiment right there. So guys, from us, take care. Hopefully you guys are okay, and we'll see you in the next Roundtable podcast. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.